everyone, Leslie Cornwell, Midwifery Business Consultation. One of the topics I frequently get asked about from clients and from midwives all over the country is understanding health insurance. Some people decide to say, nope, with my private practice, I don't want to deal with health insurance. I'm just going to do simple. I'm going to do cash. Well, that works great if you have a religious organization, an Amish Mennonite community, you have a Samaritan Health where they just pay and then they give their receipt to their insurance plan. But most midwives to have a successful private practice in today's healthcare world, especially with the Affordable Care Act and maternity care being covered 100% before the deductible and newborn care, most families are going to be determining their healthcare provider by their coverage. Are you in network? Are you out of network? Are you accepting their insurance plan? So it is hard. Most private practices, midwifery practices have to deal with insurance. They have to understand it. They either have to have an expert biller within house or a billing system that they will send their services to get the claims processed. But you still have to have a conversation with your families at the initial consult to be able to explain when bills come, or at least know who they go to. Giving an estimation cost, being able to talk the lingo of deductibles, co-payments, co-insurance, out-of-pocket max. What are the different insurance plans? An HMO, a PPO, a POS, self-shared plans. There's so many different variations out there. So as midwives, this tends to be a scary topic, but it's one of the most powerful topics that I challenge you to look into. Whenever I have consults where I'm helping practices already established that are struggling, the first things I look at typically are, what are they charging out? What services are they offering? What codes are they billing out? When's the last time they've updated their fee schedule? Are they in network? Are they out of network? If you're in network, when's the last time you've negotiated your increase of your fee schedule? There's simple things. Instead of instantly jumping to a practice and increasing your volume and doing more care, let's look at what care you're already offering and see if you're getting everything you should be with insurance reimbursement. Doing GYN services, understanding what codes are outside of global maternity care. Are you billing those? Midwives, we offer so much amazing services, and people just assume that it's like the hospital. You do the entire global maternity code and then the hospital would bill its facility. But it's different. We do home visits, we do education, we do counseling, we do the newborn care that the doctor, the pediatrician would do, but not the obstetrician or the doctor delivering the baby, catching the baby. So there's a lot of codes, childbirth education, having a birth assistant, the supplies at home, the tub rental, the one-on-one support. There's so many codes that can be applied for all of our high quality care, our one-on-one support. The extra time we're spending for counseling and education is valued. There are codes that represent higher reimbursement. We're not spending 5-10 minutes during a prenatal visit like a traditional OB office would be. We're seeing a lot less women, and we need to get paid for that time we're spending at a new OB. Usually the nurse does that first visit, and then it's more condensed at a doctor's office. We're doing that first hour, hour and a half, especially with a first-time parent, educating, getting that relationship built, asking those important assessment questions, teaching, counseling, risk factors. Screenings. There's so many amazing screenings that you get reimbursed for out there that many midwives just don't know. And the cool part is, with the Affordable Care Act, a lot of them are preventative codes and covered even before the deductible. So I always stress to midwives, when you're making your business plan or you're improving your practice, look at how you're doing your fee schedule. Are you doing cash? Are you doing insurance reimbursement? Are you doing credit cards? If you're doing insurance, how many plans are you accepting? Are you in network with them? Are you out of network with them? Why did you decide to be in network or out of network? What's your competition doing? If all the plans in your area are HMO, meaning there's only in-network benefits, and you want to be able to offer your services to insurance paying clients, you're gonna have to become in-network. But know the contract and the credentialing really closely. Look at the contract. ask specifics of the codes, what you're going to get paid, and look and see with your budgets, your overhead costs, your staffing, where you want to be short-term and long-term. Does it make sense to meet and network with that insurance company? Yes, you're going to be able to access more women, but we have a unique situation with our private practices. We are about quality, not quantity. We don't have the capability. Most midwives want to do their mission about good quality, personalized care. And the insurance world is not set up that way. So you have to decide based on revenue value units and the codes you're going to be submitting and what you're going to get paid. Does it make more sense to be out of network? I would say nationally, most successful long-term birth centers are mostly out of network. Home birth practices, because they don't have as much overhead with a facility, some will be in network, some will be out of network, depending on what the other midwives in the community do. But just do some research, make the decision. I want to accept insurance. I want to be in network. I want to build the claims myself within our practice. I want to get an electronic medical system that I can put the claims through and they'll help me with the processing. I want to hire a biller. I want to be able to outsource this service. You have to make the decision for your practice. You have to be able to understand how to estimate costs when their insurance rolls over, because families are going to ask those questions at a first visit and you want to be able to give them an estimation. You have to stress over and over again that there's no guarantees what the insurance will pay. They stress that in their disclaimers as an insurance company when you call and you sit on hold for a long time. It's the family's ultimate responsibility, but we bill their insurance as a courtesy. And because healthcare is getting really expensive, they pay a lot of money for their insurance plans, and we need to be able to understand, are our services covered with that insurance plan? If you know they don't cover out-of-hospital births and you are doing a home birth practice in the area, what's the point of it getting in network? Unless you're going to do a lot of GYN services versus maternity care, you need to really sit down and look at what makes the most sense for your women you're going to serve, for the practice volume you're going to have, the services you're going to offer. Where do you want to be with insurance? Do you want to get it to that next level of accessing more women, but then you really have to make sure you have good systems in place. You have good training for your staff of how to talk about insurance. Your financial agreements are written really, really well. Your balances, your statements sent to family. Are you going to have debt collections if they're not paying after a few months? Like, you have to have consistency in your practice. You can't discriminate. Well, this lady I'm going to send and this lady I'm not. So really understand the rules with insurance. Like, if you're in network and you charge $1,000 for a service, but the insurance company says you get $200 for this claim, this code, you can't bill the family the other $800. You have to understand what's the difference of your practice's responsibility once you choose to contract within them. So that's why a lot of midwives will choose to be out of network with their practice, because it gives them the capability to bill for their fee schedule that difference that the insurance company wouldn't pay for. So just think about your practice. Don't be afraid of insurance reimbursements. Don't be afraid of billing and coding. I have a great course online with Midwifery Business Consultation. It's about 4 hours about billing and coding. We have a lot of great resources on there. So there's fee schedules, there's budgets, there's educational handouts to give families. There's great tools on how to estimate cost for families and negotiating with insurance companies, doing the credentialing paperwork. So there's a lot involved with billing. Save yourself lots of time and the resources that are out there. Thank you.